Okay, seems like we're streaming live. Are we good to go?
Um, I'm gonna check on my phone, but
Morning,
it looks like
Laura.
it is. Yes, we are live.
Okay, perfect. Good morning, everyone. Happy February. And I do want to say for those of you, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you have something special planned for the weekend. If you're not coupled up, make sure you do something special for yourself, especially during this pandemic. We always have to do something just special for yourself. Take a nice walk, cook yourself your favorite meal, whatever it is, just find something to do to celebrate our love of ourselves or our loved ones. Alrighty, so today we are having our second homebuyer seminar of the year, and I have our special guest here. We have Caroline Bradley, who is with Cinch, and they actually, I'm going to let her introduce herself, but they do home warranties. So I want to kind of pick her brain about that. Now, the thing that I want to do, I want to celebrate the fact that we're all up this morning, right? That's a great thing. What I want to do today is talk about, is now a good time to buy a home? And I tell you, undoubtedly, if you have been thinking about it, if you think maybe I'm going to save and wait 2 years, don't wait. Now is the perfect time to buy a home. Now, you should at least go and sit down with a mortgage person or call myself, sit down with an agent and go through where you are in the process and how much money do you need to save. But the way to get started is just sit down and see what you have right this second. And you might think, oh, well, I don't have enough money saved. We might be able to find a program where the $2,000 that you have saved is enough. But you need to actually take advantage of these low interest rates. So we were talking earlier, and people have been taking advantage of them. So what I want to do is I want to give Caroline an opportunity to introduce herself and say hello to you all, and kind of tell us what she does, and then we'll have some questions for her as we go through this morning. But if you guys have any questions, put the information in the chat and let us know, and we'll answer whatever we can. And it does not have to be just a question about the home warranty. So, or something related to being a real estate agent. It could be anything in the whole process, and we'll be able to answer that for you. Caroline, good morning.
Good morning, Marva.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me here this morning. It's a wonderful opportunity to reach out and let people know about the Weichert Home Protection Plan. And home protection, warranty, home warranty is a wonderful tool to leverage, especially during this time in this market. I've been with my company now for a little bit over a year. Our company is a private company. We're headquartered in Boca Raton, and I love what I do. I love what I do. I work directly with agents, buyers, and sellers, walking them through coverage, what a home protection plan provides for a seller, what it provides for a buyer, what we need to look for with home inspection reports, what we need to understand about structural issues versus mechanical issues, because home protection addresses mechanical issues only. Price points. Weichert has a terrific price point in our marketplace. We also offer a 10% discount for all Weichert clients when using the Weichert agent enrolling a policy. And it's a very effective tool. Even outside of this robust market right now, this is a tool that's leveraged by agents to protect a buyer and provide peace of mind after the sale when things might be old or cause for concern but are still working through the transaction, like a hot water heater, furnace, air conditioning system. Also, it's a tool to use with a seller when we list a home on MLS to mitigate any price reduction or credit conversations because systems and appliances might be aging or a cause for concern. But again, in this market, most sellers will do nothing in that regard insofar as giving credits or price reduction because they don't have to. Coronavirus has provided a perfect storm environment for sellers and buyers alike, sellers with price points and buyers with interest rates. So home warranty definitely plays a significant role. And I couldn't be happier to support you and be on your panel today. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out. So you touched on some things. So right now the interest rates are great, everyone. So even if you have been looking, a lot of people, what we're finding is that you're going to end up paying the same amount you do for rent or less. And the key with that is that when you're paying less, you're living in your own home, and it's usually going to be bigger and better than what you're renting. So it's just worth just taking that opportunity and making that one phone call, taking 10 minutes out of your day to just see if you are ready to purchase a home. So I'm trying to think of some of the questions that people may ask, but usually, so you covered a couple of things that the home warranty covers, but if you can just cover, I know it doesn't cover roofs, right?
Yes.
No roofs.
In fact, we joke, Marva, right, that we should make t-shirts, covers everything but roofs and fireplaces. Roofs come up a lot lately. Funny enough, even with home owners insurance, just talking with my peers in that industry, roofs come up a lot. So we need to be careful when looking at a roof, purchasing a home, the quality and condition of a roof, and how to mitigate roof repair or replacement, because home warranty does not cover that. And home insurance lately is not either. So in any event, we cover all the systems and mechanicals and appliances within the home and some electrical and plumbing items. What does that look like? That looks like garbage disposals, garage door, washer dryer, HVAC systems, hot water heater, refrigerator, microwave, ovens, stoves, ranges, ceiling fans, attic fans. So it's a very robust program. It's a fully comprehensive program that we offer, and product, if you will, that we offer. We don't have a good, better, best tiered kind of program or product. It's one package, all inclusive, 2 price points, and the difference is the deductible. Some folks opt for a higher deductible because they're not calling on the warranty for every little thing. Others get the lower deductible. And then we do have line item coverage for pools, extra systems like septic, well, sewer, water, gas line, those kinds of things if needed.
Okay, so you touched on a few things. So I have a couple of clients that are actually buying multi-family homes.
Mhm.
So two-family homes, do warranties cover a two-family home?
Yes, they do. So we do stop at a duplex. We don't warranty triplexes. So single family, townhome, condo, and duplex. We also have a terrific new construction product because, as you know, if we build a new home, manufacturer warranty covers that home, or the contractor builder, if you will, bumper to bumper for 1 year. And our product would kick in years 2, years 3, years 4, so 3 years in new construction. And this is where it's very good in our environment too, Marva, that we leverage the home warranty, because for a duplex, yes, for a rental, some people are buying rental homes right now, renting them out. It's a great opportunity to enroll a home warranty. How about that snowbird that normally would go down, let's say, to Florida or up to New Jersey in the summer months, or vice versa, out of state? If a home is sitting empty, it's a great opportunity to enroll a home warranty on that home, right? Because it's not being used and we have freezing temps or hot temps. It's another great environment for a home warranty to be leveraged. Investment properties as well. FSBOs as well. We do rely heavily on a home inspection should there ever be questionable items where claims are placed, but we don't require that off the bat. It's more so if there's a dispute or some issue with a claim. So FSBOs are covered as well. And yeah, lots of opportunity to leverage this product.
That's great. So Caroline just used a term that some of you might be familiar with, some of you might not be. So a FSBO is a for sale by owner home. So
Mhm.
sometimes, we might get, we might get a for sale by owner home that you're purchasing. I actually have a client that I'm helping to purchase a for sale by owner home right now. And it just allows you the confidence that the appliances in the home, especially when a home is older, if it's like 10, 12 years and the person is selling it and they bought it brand new, but now the water heater, it's kind of the end of the life of the water heater and things like that. So you might think, oh, you know what, you get a little nervous, especially as a first time home buyer, as a home buyer period in general. We get nervous when we're thinking, if we replace a water heater, that could be like $2,500, and just things you'd rather put that $2,500 in your back patio where you can really enjoy it versus buying a new water heater, because you just don't look at that the same. You're not going to walk in there every day and go, oh, I love that water heater. Just not going to feel that kind of love. So I wanted to just kind of touch on. So, okay, we have a question here. Is any of the money paid for home warranty tax refundable or tax deductible?
Not in New Jersey.
Not in New Jersey. That darn New Jersey just takes every penny. It doesn't want to give you.
Yes, not in New Jersey. So I will say this, having answered that question in that fashion, if we have agents representing clients buying homes in other states, we are a national company. We are located in every state. There's one of me or two of me in every state. So if you are having opportunity where people are taking advantage of markets in other states using you as the agent, please always recommend this too, because I can enroll policies and properties outside of New Jersey. And for instance, in Florida, the home warranty is tax deductible.
Wow.
So, yes.
Good for Florida, right? Okay. So I have another question here. I can answer this and you can just fill in if you want to. Is it true that some sellers include the warranty? So I'm going to start out by saying, yes, some people do, because they know that it offers a level of comfort, especially if I'm in a home that, I bought 16 years ago. I know it just gives people a level of comfort when they know that the home warranty is there, because if there's things that may break after they purchase the home, they have something that they can utilize to cover those items and get those things fixed at minimal cost to them. So I don't know, Caroline, if you wanted to add anything.
Absolutely. Yes, Marva, this is absolutely a product for sellers. The moment we list the home on the MLS, we should engage a home warranty, meaning we enroll it. We enroll it, the coverage is immediate. It doesn't get paid till closing, whether it's a seller's warranty for the home that's being sold, or a buyer's policy for the buyers for when they move into the home. Both policies will go for 1 year, and it's always paid for at closing. It's exactly what we want sellers to leverage and enroll a policy on their home and market the home that it comes with a home protection plan. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Right. It's a plus. It's a benefit. It says that if you come buyer with any concern or issues regarding anything in the home that's currently working, you're protected. I've made provision for you, buyer. I've made provision for you. Come buy my home because it's protected for 1 year after closing for you. And again, like I said, we'll cover the seller for up to 12 months as well, 2 6-month listing cycles. It's usually a 6-month listing agreement, right? So 2 6-month listing cycles for free. You're not paying anything until closing. And guess what? You want to take your home off the market and have Marva put it back on in the spring? No problem. The warranty goes away. We'll take it off. We'll put it back on when you relist your home. So it's a wonderful opportunity to use this product. It's exactly what it was made for and built for. It was written by agents for agents, the coverage.
Great. Thanks for the answer. Good answer there. So I have another question. And the average cost of a warranty package, are home warranties based on square footage? Like the package, what is it based on when they you get the cost? So
it's a great question. It's a great question, because our pricing in the Weichert product is $499 or $599. The only difference again is the deductible. The $499 has a $200 deductible, which is also known as a service call fee. $599 has a $100 deductible. And the national average for home warranty is $700. What that criteria is based on a national level, I would gather is the municipality, the zip code, the perhaps claims placed, or warranty usage, or home sales, saturation, absorption rate, well beyond my level of knowledge. To be honest with you, I don't know what determines in the home warranty market on a national level in 48 states what the price point, how the price points are crafted, but I'm sure there is criteria. I know for us, it's always been a $700 price point. So we try to do a deep dive discount and make it more attractive for our use, right, in the transaction for a listing environment or for a new home buyer, that we've brought down that price and discounted it deeply to $499 or $599, making it much more attractive and easily affordable to them. Because again, it's paid for at closing, so it comes out of transaction funds. Nobody's necessarily taking out their credit card or a checkbook. The title representative is writing the check at closing to us, to the home warranty company. So it does go up. It does go up in a renewal. It does. The national average is $700. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. I mean, considering what it covers, it's actually, that's not.
Yeah, when we're replacing an $8,000 HVAC system in a townhome, right?
Yeah, definitely will pay for itself. And then even just if you get lucky and you never have to replace anything, it's just the comfort of knowing that if you do, you're covered. So
that's right. Listen, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
That's true.
And we've learned that often. And for buyers too, we have an extra layer of coverage called Premier Upgrade Plan. At $499, we're offering it at a promotional cost of $50 extra. At $599 price point, it's $99 extra. And Marva Premier Upgrade is so valuable for buyers. And when they find out they could have had it and they don't have it, it's not a nice scenario, okay? So Premier Upgrade pays for permits, following disposal, and modifications with a major system replacement. So your hot water heater breaks. We just had one of your managers in Edison on a holiday weekend, Sunday night, 11 o'clock, called me. Her hot water heater broke, was flooding the basement. We had to turn off the water to the home. We do offer emergency lodging reimbursement. So she went to a hotel for 3 nights, gave me the bill, we reimbursed it. We're one of the only products that do that in our market. And we replaced her hot water heater in 3 days. We cover all the equipment and all of the labor. But again, her HOA required a permit, town required a permit. You can't just put a hot water heater to the curb. So there's disposal, reclamation, and haul away fees. And then there's duct, flue, electrical, and plumbing modifications, because a 17-year-old system, that plumbing, that piping, that's not going to fit seamlessly with a new piece of equipment. And those costs in her particular case were over $1,000. So with that Premier Upgrade plan for $50 or $99 extra for a buyer, we'll cover those costs up to $2,000 annually. So it is an unbelievable extra layer of coverage, because oftentimes when these systems break, homeowners are out of pocket. So this is another way that we just cover them. We provide peace of mind and protection. How would you ever foresee that happening? But it does. It does.
Okay. Got another question here. If you have a home warranty, you're a buyer, you got a home warranty, you're moving to the house, does it make any sense to enroll in programs like a PSE&G worry-free program?
Very good. So PSE&G is great for maintenance, because we don't do maintenance as a company. As a provider, we don't do maintenance. We don't do service calls. We don't do modifications or upgrades. We come in to repair or replace should something fail on our watch. So oftentimes PSE&G is called in to do a gas maintenance, something of that nature. So depending on the cost of that and the value add, I would probably, I don't think that they're comparable to our product, what we do. They don't repair to replace items. They're not going to come in and give you a new HVAC system. They're not going to replace your microwave. They're not going to come in and fix your ice maker or your garage door opener. So when you look at the service call fees of an electrician, an HVAC person, a plumber, most often they're between $75 to $150 just to come out. So what we come in to provide is the cost thereafter. You pay that deductible, and we've got you covered there after the fact. PSE&G is a completely different animal, if you will. But a good service to have. And I've heard that it's a very minimal cost in some municipalities, maybe $50 or $25, something like that. And at that point, yeah, I would take advantage of it. But it's not quite the same. So it's like having a membership at a car wash versus car insurance, liability, and collision.
Right. Oh,
It's a little bit different. It's nice to have that car wash membership, sure is, but you need to have insurance on your vehicle.
okay. It makes a lot of sense. So something like, later on after your warranty expires, you might want to, get yourself that little bit of comfort that way. So you mentioned something while you were talking, and I'm not sure if I think I know what it means, but I want to make sure, so I'll have you explain it to everyone. You said repair to replace. What does that mean?
So if we cannot repair the item, we will replace the item. And one of the only in the marketplace to do that. So if something can't be repaired, you keep calling my company to come out and fix this microwave. At a certain point, we say this is going to cost more in parts and labor. This is a 15-year-old microwave that we cannot bring it back to reparation. We need to just replace it. Right. And at that point, we replace it. And we have contracted wonderful relationships with companies like GE, per se, wherein we will just replace that model. We don't replace brand for brand, but we will do our best to bring your home and your environment to the level that it stands right now as far as stainless steel equipment or output. And again, that is my value proposition, to loop me in should something happen wherein your client or for you, buyer or seller, are not comfortable with what's happening. You have Marva, you have me, and I think that makes the difference, that relationship, that human interaction that mitigates an 800 number or a .com. Call me, I'm right here, ready for you to help you in that replacement to get your kitchen or what have you back up and running to your satisfaction. Right. If that makes sense.
That's actually good to know, the repair to replace, because that means that, if you have something that's not, you don't have to worry about, oh gosh, what's going to happen if they can't fix it? I got to go out and buy another one. So that's a great item. So I am, okay, so I have a clarification question here. Can you cover individual items in the home, or can you do a comprehensive plan covering everything?
Excellent question. Again, this particular product does not offer a good, better, best tiered coverage. It's fully comprehensive. We cover everything under the roof inside the home, right? So there are different companies out there that you can just get an appliance package or just your hot water heater and HVAC coverage. And we found that cherry picking coverage like that doesn't benefit our transaction. It doesn't benefit the agent, because now we are doing just that. We're cherry picking. Right. And that can become cumbersome. Okay, that can muddy the transaction. Again, this is for peace of mind. You're covered. Everything's covered. Done. So when looking to kind of just say, I just want to cover this, this, and this, this would not be the product. We cover everything, $4.99, $5.99, done.
Excellent. Sometimes people, we're buying a home and we think we know what's gonna break down, what the most likely thing is, and then you're not covered. So then you wanna, now you're thinking, oh, I should have gotten that home warranty because it's just worth it. You're thinking it's like, an additional $500. And I'm gonna give you a comparison. I remember when I bought my home, they give you that option. They're building. So, do you want ceiling lights? It's an additional like $300, $400 a room. And, by then you just, I don't want to pay another cent. You guys are just charging me for everything. So you say no. But then 2 years down the line, you're going and you want to flick the light on in the room. And you're like, why didn't I just pay that extra money when they were building the house? That's how this is with the home warranty. You want to make sure, just cover yourself, because you just can't go wrong if you're covered. And it's great to have a plan that does that for you. That doesn't make you have to decide, what do I want for this money? And if I want more, I'm paying more money. Just get everything all at once. That's perfect. So let's see. All right. So, let me point this out first before I go to our next question. I do have Caroline's brochure. So if anybody wants to get the brochure, you definitely just, send us something, send me a text message, email, whatever, however you got on this call today. Just send us a message and I'll make sure I send that out to everyone so that you have a copy and you can see exactly what's covered. And you have any questions, Caroline's going to be available to answer those for you. So this leads me to our next question. Not to slam anyone, but they want to know, do we have a comparison chart of our company versus other companies that provide home warranties?
So I don't have a comparison chart for our purposes today. I typically don't do that, but when we're talking apples to apples, I can tell you that our biggest competitor, let's say most well-known, American Home Shield, their product's $825, fully comprehensive. Ours is $499. Their deductible service call fee is $125, $175, depending. Ours is $200 or $100. So I'll say this. How about this? I'll say this. We have no claims caps. Others do. We have no dollar caps on claims. Others do. We have no dollar caps on appliances, on reparations, on replacements. We have no age restrictions. It can be as old as me, and if it still works, we cover it, Marva. We have, come on now. We have no zone limitations. Read the fine print. Read the fine print. So sorry about that. My son just broke something, and good thing we have a warranty. So we have no zone limitations or restrictions. You can have 5 zones in the home. We are covering all of them. All of my competitors have zone limitations. We offer emergency lodging. If we can't fix it from the time of service call to 72 hours, we put you up in a hotel. If your primary heating, cooling, or refrigeration goes out, they don't offer that. Also, we don't have any Freon caps right now. Okay, Freon R22, R12, what is that? That is the material that cools a home. And my biggest competitors, 3 in our market, all have caps. And if you know anything about this material, a propane tank, for instance, is $60. Okay, that's nothing when we're looking at how much we would need to cool a home. So we have no caps, and that's huge right now. That's huge. That played a big part this summer with HVAC.
You froze on us, Caroline. I don't know if you can still hear us. No. Did she freeze on everybody else?
Yes, it looks like she's frozen.
Oh, okay.
and its value.
You froze on us for a little while.
I'm gonna just shake it off. I'm shaking it off, Marva. I'm shaking it off.
You know, you did say something there, and you talked about zone restriction. So I just want to clarify for people, and then you can actually throw something in. So usually in some homes you have so the zone restriction would be you have heating units that you might have a heating unit for downstairs and upstairs. So some people might restrict to say they're only covering, you know, one zone. And what Caroline's saying is that pretty much if you're lucky enough to have a 3-4 zone home, everything is covered. If the goes out in, you know, one area, you get that's covered, and if it goes out upstairs, that's covered also.
That is correct. That's exactly the scenario and the coverage.
Excellent. All right, got another question, because I think you got people's creative juices going now, saying, So they're trying to catch us now, Caroline. So
bring it. Come on.
Really good question, because this is what happens to a lot of us. Does the price change after you make a claim?
No.
Wow.
No. So we don't penalize people when they use our company, when they use our service. That's exactly what we're in business for. 22 years plus in business, 40 years in business. We're a privately held company, and we're proud of what we do, and we stand behind what we do and the service we provide. We don't penalize people because they've called and placed a claim. We don't charge that $8,000 HVAC replacement buyer an additional premium because we invested $8,000 in replacing their HVAC in their home. No, prices don't go up because of your claims, the amount of claims that you've placed, or the dollar amount of the claims that you've placed, or the frequency that you've called to place a claim. Never. Now, I will say again, though, that $4.99 and $5.99 is a very deeply discounted, attractive, affordable price point for our product. But in a renewal, the national average is $700. So if the base price goes up, it's only because of, like everything else, inflation, and again, coming outside of the transaction environment. And at that point, you don't have to pay for it all at once in a renewal. You can pay monthly, and you can take away coverage, you can add coverage, not to cherry pick, but it's just a little bit different than this particular product that we offer for the transaction. There's a lot of wiggle room, if you will. So we do not penalize anyone for using our product. That's the service we provide. That's what we're here for.
All right. Got another good question. This is another aha, I'm going to catch you. How long is the grace period before the coverage takes effect?
In the transaction environment, selling a home or buying a home, it's immediate. Seller puts their home on the market tomorrow, 2/14. Happy Valentine's Day with Marva. And Marva calls me today, and we enroll that seller's property. It's immediate. That seller is covered the minute I hit enter. And the same for the buyer from the day of closing. So a buyer won't have a policy in place, effective policy in place, if they don't own the home. So it has to be from the day of closing for 12 months thereafter. So it's immediate. Now, I'm going to take it a little bit further. Marva has a neighbor, Judy, and Judy says, Marva, you've talked about that home warranty, but I'm not buying or selling a home, but I think it might be something good to have in addition to my homeowner's insurance. Can you enroll me? Absolutely. Can I get your 10% and take advantage of that $4.99 or $5.99 deeply discounted price point? Absolutely. Marva will enroll them today. And in that scenario, where they're not buying or selling a home, in that scenario, that policy will take effect 30 days. So if Marva and I enrolled that product, or that policy rather, today on March 13th, actually March 12th midnight, that policy goes into effect. It's a 30-day grace. And we look at that as a company, that grace period to mitigate if something's going to break, it's going to break in that 30 days. Because we don't come out and inspect. We don't ask for maintenance records or photos or walkthrough or anything of the kind. We just have that 30-day grace outside of the transaction.
Okay. So that's if you're not buying or selling.
Right.
Okay.
Buying and selling, it's immediate.
Everybody understands that.
Buying and selling, it's immediate. It's effective, immediately. From the moment we enroll it, it's covered. That property is covered. But if you're outside and you're just a friend, family member, heard about us, there's a 30-day wait.
Excellent. So I want to touch on something. This is a home buyer seminar, people, and we are working today with our great person, Caroline, to talk about home warranties and whether you should or shouldn't get a home warranty and how it benefits you as a seller or a buyer. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that I insert here to answer the question for you. Is now a good time to buy a home? Come on, Carolyn, let's celebrate together. It absolutely is a great, fantastic, phenomenal time to buy a home. The interest rates are just so low that you are going to save money, just hands down. So now is a great time to purchase a home. So I just wanted to add that in for anyone who just tuned in. And I did want to ask, because I know I don't see anything that's on Facebook. I don't know if anybody has asked any questions on Facebook Live. I don't know if somebody could take a peek and just check for us. I want to make sure I don't, miss anyone's questions and we answer everything.
No questions on Facebook.
No questions on Facebook?
Not yet.
Okay, perfect. So what I do want to talk a little bit about just the home buying process in general. And if anyone has, once again, any questions, the questions do not have to only be related to a home warranty. Could be anything related to purchasing a home. Carolyn and I have been in the business for a while. We can pretty much answer any question. And if we can't, we'll definitely get the information back to you. So put the question in there. So the first thing that I would like to say to everyone that's listening to us or watching us, wherever you are, if you are thinking about buying a home, reach out to me and let me know that you're thinking about buying a home, and we sit down and we go through what I call a buyer's consultation. It takes us a good 20 to 30 minutes, just goes through all of your needs. And then I'm going to recommend that you speak to a mortgage rep to make sure that financially, everything that you need to do is taken care of. And the reason that you want to do that, and even if you're thinking about buying a home in 2 years, maybe you just got a degree, you just got a job, your life situation may say, you know what, I might not be able to buy a house right now, but you never know. So I always say it's always in your best interest to sit down with a professional and check, because sometimes your goal may be 2 years, I'll have enough money saved. We can have a program that we have in place and let you know what, you can do this in 6 months. And with interest rates being what they are now, it will not hurt you to just take a temperature gauge and see if now is the time for you. So that's something that I would definitely recommend. If you're looking to do, just make a call. There's no consultation fee. There's no cost to you to have a sit down with you and just kind of go through where you are. But at the end of the day, what you will have is the comfort in knowing you have a plan to work towards home ownership. And there is nothing that beats that, because sometimes, we're thinking, and you're thinking, well, maybe my credit score is not high enough. Next month, I'm going to have a mortgage expert on the line with us. We're going to talk all about that, the different types of mortgages, the scores and how that works. And they'll tell us the FICO versus your normal credit score. I don't know some of that stuff, but just things that you want to know that you've heard of. And even down to, what the differences are with mortgages and maybe what the best product for you is. So I want to make sure that I say that. And now I want to see if anybody has any other questions regarding the whole home buyer process. If you wanted to ask us anything, let us know. Let us know what you're looking for. And for anyone that also, I mentioned, I talked to Caroline about actually, do we cover the multifamily home? If you're thinking, oh, well, I can't really afford, I don't have any money saved, one of the best ways to do that is you buy a multifamily home, a 2-family, you live on one floor, you have someone else living on the other floor or next door, and they are helping you to pay your mortgage, if not paying your mortgage. That's the great thing. And then you now have your home, and it's also an investment property. So just things that you want to talk about. So just make sure that you sit down and talk to your real estate agent. Myself, Marva Morris. I'm with Weichert Realtors in Princeton. Really enjoy just doing what I do. So I want to just kind of open it up if anyone has any questions. Caroline, do you have anything that we didn't ask that you think is something that's important for everyone to know?
I think it's really important to understand that the home warranty addresses mechanical failure after the home is bought and sold. So if things are not working for buyers, this is a buyer's environment that we're having here this morning, right? Buyer's forum. Be wary that when we're going through home inspection, that things work. If it says failed, unsatisfactory on your report, this is not something that a home warranty would come in and save the day. But if it says still working, but at the end of its useful life, we know the language, Marva, right? It's home inspection reports are necessary and provide great peace of mind as well when purchasing a home. But just understand the limitations that if something's already broken, we don't come in then and enroll a policy and come and fix it. That's like calling Geico Insurance after you've had the car accident. It just doesn't work that way. So I wanted just to make note of that. And also to let you know that it's really important when you're working with a realtor or a representative, mortgage, title, any ancillary service, homeowners insurance, home warranty, take advantage of folks like Marva that provide this kind of connection. It's important. It's important because there's a lot of activity out there and we can get lost in 800 numbers and .coms. And I'd like to think that the level of service that we bring to you as a buyer is truly exceptional and a value proposition when choosing Weichert or Cinch Home Services, offering up the Weichert Home Protection Plan. It's that level of service that we look to provide to you and that we enjoy and love what we do. So thank you, Marva.
Thank you, Caroline. So I do want to point out, Caroline brought something to our attention regarding inspections. So if you're thinking, you might be thinking, what's a home inspection? Never heard of that. We did talk about that in January. So you can go back and view that video and see, everything that we talked about, but always feel free to come to myself and I will, answer whatever questions you have. And if I don't have the information, I know where to go get it. That is actually one of the things that I pride myself on. I know who to talk to get the information that you need. Do we have any other questions regarding the home buyer process? Your first time home buyer, down payments, any questions at all? We'll answer any of that stuff. You got 15 more minutes, but we can wrap it up early. And I want to just once again do a disclaimer. Make sure you show yourself some love this weekend. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. You, your loved ones, whatever you want to do, just make sure you celebrate with someone special. And that special can be yourself. It's okay. Exactly. Self-love is great. So, trying to think of anything that usually you think of first-time home buyers that might be a question that somebody might want answered, or and it doesn't have to be related to the warranty. Nothing? All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up then. I'm not going to hold everyone for an hour just because we allocated an hour. But I want to say thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I know how it is to get up on a Saturday morning and, watch someone else talk. Thank you, Caroline, for coming out and joining us today. It was wonderful speaking to you again. And thank you. They're thanking us for an informative session. We really enjoyed being here with you all. So I want you to join us next month. It's going to be Saturday, March 13th at 10 a.m. again. And we are going to be speaking live with a mortgage professional to talk to you about any questions you have relating to mortgages. And like I said, don't even think that because you might not have a mortgage question, whatever the question is, this is all about home buying. So feel free to just give us a call and let us know, tune in. Let us know what you want. Share this with your friends. Share it on your Facebook pages. We thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time out of your busy day. We will see you next month. Looking forward to it. Thank you, ladies of Delta Sigma Theta, for co-hosting this informative session. And you guys have a great weekend. And remember, love is all you need. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.